Good day, sir. Today, I am going to discuss about my training plan focuses on housekeeping NC2 qualification. So for my respondent one, the training requirements that they need to improve, which is in basic competencies, focuses on participate in a workplace communication, which is the trainees practice English at an operational level through role playing, team meetings, and workplace forms. And work in team environment, trainees engage in team building, simulations, and reporting protocols to develop teamwork and collaboration skills. So in core competencies, for my respondent one, they need to improve with deal with handle intoxicated guests, which is the trainees are trained to assess intoxication levels, apply appropriate procedures, and comply with legislation through role play, case studies, and demonstration in hotel settings. So let's come now with my respondent 2, which is focused on core competencies. So in core competencies, there's have a 400 hours, which is dealing with intoxicated guests. So the activities po, role play, case study, and practical exercises focuses on applying correct procedures using communication skills, assessing and guiding intoxicated guests, and ensuring safety. So the facilities or tools, which is the front desk, guest rooms, lunch areas, security office, first aid, incident reports, logbooks, telephone, CCTV, wheelchair, and stretcher. The venue po, which is in the hotel, bar, or a restaurant. Assessment, which is oral questioning, workplace observation. Role play, demonstration, supervisor report. So next, let's come now with my respondent number 3, which is the training requirements that they need to improve focuses on common competencies. So input data into computer. So the activities po, data entry accuracy checking and application of company procedures. So the venue, that's the training center or computer laboratory. And the assessment po, like observation, questioning, and practical demonstration. So and access information using computer activities like hands-on computer exercises, selecting programs, navigating desktop icons, and safety keyboard techniques. So in assessment, observation, practical exercise. So in 3, produce output data using a computer system. Activities, data processing, printing, file transferring, and use of software, hardware following standard procedures. So the tools and equipment, which is the computer, software, hardware, and peripherals. Assessment, which is hands-on practice in processing, printing, and transferring the files. So let's come now with my respondent number 4. The training requirements that they need to improve focuses on core competencies, like provide housekeeping services to guests. Activities like role-playing, guided dialogue, and demonstrations on advising guests about available services, proper use of items, and coordination with the other staff. So as you can see here, this is tools and equipment that they need to use during the housekeeping services to the guests. So the venue po, which is the guest room 205 Sunshine Hotel, and the assessment methods that they need to use during the practical work, which is the questioning, practical demonstration, portfolio evidence, and observation and interview. So as you can see po, here in my respondent number 5 focuses on core competencies, which is access rooms for servicing. So the activities like demonstration, identifying rooms for service, following security procedures, assessing rooms safely. So the assessment, which is oral questioning, practical demonstration, and perform laundering functions. So the activities like stain removal, operating laundry, applying proper cleaning methods, and finishing the processes. So the assessment methods like hands-on practices, observation, and demonstration. So let's come now with my respondent number 6, focus on basic competencies, which is work in team environment. So this work in team environment focuses on communicating with socially diverse customers, colleagues, resolving cross-cultural misunderstanding. So the facilities like laundry, linen area, guest rooms, and so on and so forth. So the venue po, which is in housekeeping training center. So the assessment that they use like observation, role playing, and case studies. So as you can see, here is my continuation of the respondent number 6, which is focus naman siya sa core competencies like clean and prepare rooms for incoming guests, like they focus on room identification, assessing rooms safely, applying customer service and security procedures. Then provide valet butler service like focuses on professional valet standard like grooming, communication, personalized guest service. So as you can see po here in my respondent number 7, which is focused on common competencies. So the training requirements that they need to improve my respondent, which is provide effective customer service, role play and case studies on complaints, conflict handling, practice of polite communication and policy application. So the assessment methods they use, which is written examination, practical demonstration. So as you may have noticed, I moved to respondent number 9 because respondent number 8 did not provide any answer or indicate any training requirements that they need to improve. That is why I proceed to respondent number 9. So here in my respondent 9, the training requirements that need to improve for my respondent, which is focused on common competencies like perform computer operations. So like in this activity, which is data entry, saving, storing, and accessing information using correct software and or ergonomic guidelines, producing outputs, maintaining computer system, performing backups, virus checks, and file maintenance. Methods po like hands-on computer practice, demonstration, assessment like observation, questioning, and practical demonstration. So this is the continuation of my respondent number 9 focuses on core competencies like provide housekeeping services to guests, which is reporting equipment malfunctions, notifying management of hazards. So and clean prepare rooms for incoming guests, which is proper selection, preparation, and loading for cleaning supplies and equipment, and laundry lining and guest clothes, which is sorting, stain treatment, correct laundry methods, safe use of equipment, chemicals. Then Dale will handle intoxicated guests, which is applying appropriate procedures, using communication skills, ensuring compliance with legislation, and handling underage drinkers responsibly. So as you can see po here in my respondent number 10, requires training in basic competencies such as in teamwork, communication in diverse setting, and career professionalism to self-development and feedback. They also need in common competencies, focus on computer operation including data entry, system maintenance of role-play exercises, and the lastly po, which is the core competencies, that they need to improve po in cleaning and preparing rooms for guests, handling housekeeping tasks, and properly managing intoxicated or underage guests while ensuring compliance with safety and industry standards po. That's all po, sir, and thank you for watching.